Baruch, good morning, Rabotai. Now with Chag Purim behind us, it's still Purim in Yerushalayim, but otherwise for us Purim is over. Now we're already within the 30 days of Chag Pesach. There's a machloket achronim between the Pri Chadash and the Chida and Birkei Yosef, whether those 30 days before Pesach start from Purim itself, on Chag Purim, or the day after. But everybody agrees that already from the day after, we're already within the 30 days, so it's time to start preparing. That's why people all over the world, especially Rabbanim, start teaching and being Doresh Hilchot Pesach in order to get the Kahal ready. So Bezat Hashem, beginning from next week, we'll start focusing on the different halachot, and there's many halachot of Chag Pesach. Just an idea, there are 2 times a year that are primarily Rosh Hashanah. One is the Rosh Hashanah that we know, which is the first day of Chodesh Tishri, and then there's another Rosh Hashanah, which the Mishnah in Rosh Hashanah refers to, is Rosh Chodesh Nisan, because according to Rabbi Yoshua, Ben Nisan Nivra Ha'olam, the world was created in Chodesh Nisan. That's what we hold. That being said, these times of year are times for Cheshbon Nefesh, just like the poskim say. Many poskim say that a person should have his tefillin checked during Chodesh Elul. Tefillin, Mezuzot. Why? In order to enter Yom Adin, prepared to make sure that he has these mitzvot bishlemut. Same thing, Rabotai. If a person didn't do it then, now Chodesh Adar, we're almost towards the end of Chodesh Adar. We're in the middle right now. Chodesh Nisan is coming up. As such, a person should take the opportunity to check his stam, to check his Sifrei Torah, Tefillin, Mezuzot. Now, what's the halacha with regards to checking Tefillin Mezuzot? Mezuzot is very clear. The Shulchan Aruch writes that Mezuzot tzerichot bedika pa'amayim b'shavua. Now, Shavua in general in Lashon HaKodesh means a week, but over here, obviously, your Mezuzot don't need checking twice a week, right? Obviously, that's not what it's talking about. Shavua in Lashon HaKodesh can also mean what? Shavua can mean a group of 7 years. That's what Maran means over there. So Mezuzot require checking twice every 7 years, which on average is once every 3.5. That's the halacha. What about tefillin? Tefillin, says Maran Shulchan Aruch, there's a difference. If the tefillin are not being worn on a constant basis, for instance, let's say a person has spare tefillin. They're not worn usually. Over there, it has the same halacha as mezuzah. It requires checking twice every 7 years, which is once every 3.5. What happens though if a person has a regular pair of tefillin which he wears every day on a constant basis? Maran Shulchan Aruch brings down from the Rambam la halacha ul ma'aseh that it never, as long as it's checked before it was placed, the parashiyot were checked well, which they are hopefully, before they're put into the batim, and you wear it constantly, it never requires bedikah, ever. Shulchan Aruch, why? Because it's considered bechizkat kashrut. The fact that you take it in and out, put it on, take it on and off every day, the air gets to it, it keeps it fresh, no need to check anymore after the first time. Nevertheless, many poskei zmanenu say that a person should be careful nowadays that even though we're wearing it on a constant basis, but we now expose them to the elements. Sometimes heat, cold, gel, sweat, water, all sorts of different things which very easily can cause a problem of paslut on the batim, on the parashiyot, on different things. And therefore, even when a person wears his tefillin on a constant basis nowadays, it is still a good idea. Once in a while, there's no halacha how often, but there's an idea that a person should check his tefillin once in a while to make sure, because bar minan, if a person doesn't wear tefillin, the Gemara calls such a person push'e Yisrael begufam, a criminal of Am Yisrael with his body. That's a person who doesn't wear tefillin. So it's a person has to make sure that tefillin, not only you're wearing it, but you're wearing it correctly, and the tefillin that you're wearing are kasher. It's a very important thing. Be'ezrat Hashem, this coming Sunday, Shah Tova Mutzlachat, we have a subsidized program. We're going to have a team of Sufrei Stam from Brooklyn come over here on Sunday from 10 a.m. checking tefillin on the spot. You bring tefillin, they check it on the spot, and they close it back up on the spot. The first 40 pairs, the first 40 people to come are free. After that, you have to pay. Aval mikol makom, it's a tremendous zechut. Mamash, it's like a house call. Comes, you check tefillin, make sure if you're due for it, it's a good idea before Chag Pesach, just like you clean the house, make sure all the chametz is gone, make sure all the mitzvot that we're doing also are at the top of the level of the kashrut. Rabotai, so that's with regards to that. Just a few announcements with regards to Shabbat. First of all, this evening, Bezat Hashem Mincha, Kabbalat Shabbat Ve'Arvit is at 6:45, and also for Shabbat morning, now that we changed the clock, we are back to summer schedule. That being said, Shacharit Shel Shabbat will be at 8:45 as opposed to 8 o'clock. Yom Tov and Shabbat Shalom.